Thompson, and I'm a partner and creative director at Barefoot Creative. I'd like to invite you to join me at Pursuit as we talk about building a long-term donor. I'd also like to introduce you to Karen Aldis, who's going to give you her perspective on helping our clients develop better strategies for long-term donor development.
At Barefoot Creative, we partner with organizations of all sizes to engage their donors and increase fundraising revenue. As we talk through some of the challenges that we all face, there are common threads that come through again and again. With that in mind, here are some of the biggest obstacles to good donor cultivation. I want to start by talking a little bit about offer. Your donors are connected to you because they believe in what you do and they want to support your cause. In order to do that, they need to know what you need. You need to state that need directly so that they know what to do. Showing them what you do in the world is a great thing, but they want to know how to continue to help. They also want to know what their money is doing to tangibly help someone and impact their life. So a clear and specific offer is the way you provide your donors with a way to support your work, and it's the core to cultivating a long-term healthy relationship with them. When the question of frequency comes up, most people get the mental image of overstuffed mailboxes and angry donors. Common phrases we hear from organizations are, "We already mail our donors 3 times a year," or "Donors have told us that they don't want to receive any more mail." Also, "Can't we just email them instead and to use the cost savings to do more work?" Sounds reasonable, right? Your donors choose to support you because they believe you're doing something important, something they can't do on their own. So every letter is an invitation, and it opens a window to your work and how they can be a part of it. Each month you don't communicate, 10 to 15 other charities are. Don't be afraid to communicate and tell your donors that you need them. I also want to talk a little bit about your data. It's difficult to communicate if you don't know who you're talking to. You need to know who your donor is, you need to know what they respond to, and you need to know their giving capacity. You can't do this if you don't have good data. When your donor receives something in the mail and it's addressed to the wrong name or has the wrong information in it, this really makes them feel less valued. It sends a clear message that you don't care enough to pay attention to who they are and how they're helping you do your work. It's also really important to know what pieces are successful for you. Which appeals brought in the highest number of donors? Which ones brought in the highest average gift? Was it because of the design? Was it because of the offer? Was it both? If you don't know what your donors are responding to, you won't have a good handle on how to keep and cultivate a long-term relationship with them. If you have the right data, it's easy and it's cost-effective to personalize the gift amounts you're asking someone for based on their previous donations. And you're more likely to receive that donation if the amount is within their giving capacity. If you're not already tracking your return on investment, you need to start. By knowing how much it costs to acquire and cultivate a donor, you can start using your funds in a more strategic way. This translates to more faithful donors, more funds, and in the end, you end up helping more people. Lastly, I want to touch on brand. So you've cleaned up your data, you know who you're mailing, and you've committed to mailing them regularly and asking for help. What happens when they don't recognize you? There are literally thousands of charities in Canada, and it's really easy to get lost in a crowd. Building and using a strong brand and staying consistent with that brand is the single most effective way to stand out. So every piece of communication that leaves your office, from fundraising letters to tweets to phone calls, needs to maintain a consistent brand. In summary, I want to leave you with 4 points. First of all, have a clear and concise offer outlining the need you're asking your donors to fill. Also, communicate with them regularly using multiple platforms. Email and social media are great ways to extend your communications with your donors, but mail still outperforms when it comes to the bottom line in fundraising. Keep clean and accurate and detailed data, and think about how you can use it strategically to leverage your fundraising. Finally, maintain a consistent brand in every communication.